Hello JEE aspirants, so welcome to my YouTube channel PCM by SKPK, myself Paramita. So we started a topic that is function for JEE mathematics. So part 1 I covered yesterday and part 2 I covered today. Okay, so today's first topic that is domain, range and its graph. So first thing that is you about know in function, that's domain, range and its graph. So I discussed about domain and codomain in yesterday's video. So I told again in this part. Okay, so for a function, firstly you have to know this, that a relation from set A to set B, which every element of set A has an image or in set B, and no element in set A has more than one image in set B, that's called a function. Definitely convergence happened but divergence not happened. And a function that is A to B, there's A called domain and B called codomain. So let's move on to our topic. So today's topic is domain, range and its graph. So that's the graph of domain, range and domain and range. Okay. So the graph looks like the arrows in the position of x. Okay. So there are some important properties like box x plus I is equals to box x plus I. I box के बाहर आ जाएगा. Okay. Box x is equals to box x by 2 plus box x plus 1 by 2. That's the properties of functions. Next, box x plus box minus x is equals to 0 where x belongs to integer and is equals to minus 1 when x belongs to non-integer. Okay. Next, box x is lesser equal to x. Okay. So next there is also a graph if versus in domain and range. Okay. Between domain and range, this is also a graph. Next, that is Hermitage identity, that is box x plus box x plus 1 by n plus box x plus 2 by n plus box x plus 3 by n plus dot 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 is like that is going on, and then box x plus n minus 1 by n. It's one time there's definitely n minus 1 by n term reaching and is equals to box nx. So that's the identity of Hermits. Next, some important properties. Okay, I discuss about some properties and there's are some new. So that's first thing, that is x minus 1 less than box x, and this is also less than equals to x that I told in the before page. Next, that is x plus I, box of x plus I is equals to box of x plus okay, ye I obviously told about, and that is also. So box x plus curly bracket into x is equals to x. So curly bracket के अंदर जो x है plus box x is equals to x. Next, box x into curly bracket is equals to कर्ली ब्रैकेट के अंदर अगर बॉक्स एक्स के अंदर अगर कर्ली ब्रैकेट है, दैट्स द इक्वल टू 0. बोथ्स आर वैल्यू, द बोथ्स वैल्यू आर 0. नेक्स्ट, कर्ली एक्स प्लस कर्ली ब्रैकेट अंदर माइनस ऑफ एक्स, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 1 when x 1 when that belongs to x belongs to integer, and 0 when x not belongs to integer. Okay, that means non integer. Next, that is कर्ली ब्रैकेट के अंदर देन कर्ली ब्रैकेट एंड इसमें x, उसका वैल्यू कर्ली ब्रैकेट के अंदर x. नेक्स्ट, कर्ली ब्रैकेट के अंदर x प्लस आई, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू कर्ली ऑफ x. नेक्स्ट, दैट इज signum function, that's y is equals to sg and x. So that's the graph, and y is equals to sg and x, and when one, if x lesser okay, if x greater than 0 and minus 1 if x less than 0 and x 0 हो जाएगा, then what when the 0 is comes. So next, there are so many graphical transformations, so I will talk about each of them, but firstly I have to complete the function part 2. So I firstly told about composite of a function. So what is it? Suppose fx is equals to 2x square and gx is equals to 3x plus 1. Then what is f of gx and f of so I write this like f of gf, that call f of gx, and I write it like f o g x. Okay, and that's how g of fx, that is the value of जो fx था, g of fx का जो वैल्यू था वो मैं पुट करूँगी. ओके, सो फर्स्टली gx का वैल्यू है 3x plus 1. सो g of fx, हम x को हम चेंज किया है विथ हेल्प ऑफ fx. सो x का कंपोनेंट है एफ एक्स, सो जी ऑफ एफ एक्स क्या हो जाएगा? सो फर्स्टली जी एक्स का वैल्यू था 3x+1, सो जी एफ एक्स क्या हो जाएगा? 3 ऑफ एफ एक्स प्लस 1, दैट मीन्स एक्स का जो प्लेस है उसमें हम एफ एक्स को पुट करेंगे, सो इसका वैल्यू आ जाएगा 6x² + 1, दैट्स सो ईजी। सो यहाँ पर हम इस वैल्यू को पुट करेंगे जो कि f of gx, so f of gx that means f o gx, that is f of gx is equals to 2 of gx whole square, that means the whole thing, so 2 of gx क्या था वैल्यू? 3x+1, that is 3x+1 whole square, and the equation is 2, okay, not the equation, the answer is 2 into 9x² plus 1 plus 6x. Okay, in general g of f not equals to f of g. Next, the important thing, that is inverse function. So the suppose there is a set and there is a set and there is one related to a, and that's how all the elements related to others. So function is a to b, and if f inverse is definitely b to a. If f such that a to b, then f inverse such that b to a. So f1 is equals to a, that means so that f inverse a is equals to 1. So that's the inverse function properties. Next, some important properties, that is property 1, that is inverse of only bijective function is defined. Next, the inverse of a bijective is unique, and f inverse of x is equals to x where all x belongs to a. F of f inverse x is equals to x where all x belongs to b. Okay, so property 4, that is g of f inverse is equals to f inverse of g inverse, and f of g inverse, that is g inverse of f inverse. So that's the property number 4. And number 5, this is a graph of e to the power x and ln x in different ways. Okay, so when the graph of a function and its inverse is always symmetric about the line y is equals to x. Okay, next property number 6, fx is equals to f inverse x where that is equals to x. Okay, property 7, that is for bijective function, if f of fx is equals to x for all x in the domain, then f is equals to f inverse. So there are some general functions like f of xy is equals to fx plus fy, that is fx is equals to k of ln x, or fx is equals to 0. Next, f of xy is equals to fx dot fy is that is f of x is equals to x to the power n, where n belongs to R, that means real numbers. Next, number 3, that is f of x plus y is equals to f of x dot f of y, that is fx is equals to a to the power ax. Next, f of x plus y is equals to f of x plus f of y, that is fx is equals to kx. Next, f of x dot f of 1 by x is equals to fx plus f of 1 by x is equals to fx is equals to 1 plus minus x to the power n, where n belongs to natural number. So the complete minimum. Okay, so some things about graphical transformation. Case 1, where fx versus f of x minus a versus f of x plus a. So the graph is look like that. We know the graph of mod x and mod x plus a and mod of x minus a, that is we graphical transformation. Okay, next, case number 2, y is equal to fx versus y x plus b versus, that is y is equal to fx minus b. So definitely see the graph. Next, case 3, fx versus y is equals to a of fx, and there's y is equal to ex versus y is equals to minus ex. So see the graph. There's definitely touch in 2 times, 0, pi and 2 pi. Okay. Next, ln x and minus ln x का जो graph, that is like that. Okay. x4, that is fx and f of x का graph. So that's really very important for your JEE mains. Next, fx f of minus x and sine of minus x is equals to minus sine x. We all don't know, that's we all know about it. Okay. Case 5, that is y is equals to fx versus y of mod of fx. So that's a graph. Next, case 6, that is fx y is equals to f of mod x, and y is equals to fx versus mod y is equals to fx. So I try to put all the pictures of the graphs in shorts video, and yeah, complete function जो सेशन था हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट का वो क्लियर हो गया है. इफ़ यू हैव एनी डाउट देन डेफिनेटली कमेंट. एंड टुमारो PYQ का सेशन से पहले कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स आ सकता है लाइक लॉग्स, लिमिट्स एंड डेरिवेटिव्स का. उसके बाद में टुगेदर ये सब चैप्टर्स का PYQ का सेशन लूँगा, ऐसा ही मानना है मेरा अभी तक का. सो डेफिनेटली PYQ का सेशन फर्स्टली नहीं आएगा. फर्स्टली कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट आएगा, लॉग या लिमिट्स या डेरिवेटिव कुछ भी आ सकता है. देन उसके बाद इंटीग्रेशन, देन कंप्लीट कैलकुलस पार्ट हो जाने के बाद PYQ का सेशन होगा. बिकॉज बहुत दिन डिले हो गया है, सो अब डिले का टाइम नहीं है. सो डेफिनेटली कंसेप्ट फर्स्टली क्लियर होना चाहिए. सो थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. बाय.